Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Berkeley County Board of Education meeting on March 4th, 2024. I declare there are a quorum of board members present and that the media has been given proper notice pursuant to the Freedom of Information Act. Do we have a motion to approve this evening's agenda?
Make the motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The agenda is approved. The next agenda item is approval of the board meeting minutes from February 20th, 2024. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or changes to the meeting minutes? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. The next agenda item is to enter into executive session for the stated purpose of discussion of release of teachers from employment contracts and/or appointment of administrators as needed, receipt of legal advice for contractual negotiations regarding acquisition of potential school site, and one student expulsion appeal. Do we have a motion to enter into executive session for those stated purposes?
Make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
We are now in executive session and we'll return to the regular session at 5:45. Thank you.
Yeah,
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yep, out the door on the left. I wish. She needed the back.
So they're gonna come across here, get their plan, and then you told me upstairs. Okay.
I don't know. Where'd you? Somewhere from.
This time I'll entertain a motion to return to regular session.
Make the motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are now back in regular session. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Our next agenda item is Legacy Builders Special Recognition for the 2024 School Level Teachers of the Year. At this time, we recognize Dr. Susan Gelman.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Chair Board, Chairman Mr. McQuillan, Superintendent Dixon, and the Berkeley County School District School Board. This is a very exciting time in Berkeley County School District. During our academic year, we're here tonight to honor our Teachers of the Year and their great talents and accomplishments. I would now like to recognize Jean Crowley, and the Executive Director of Academics and Innovations, so she can do the honors of recognizing our 2024 Teachers of the Year. Thank you.
Good evening, Board Chair McQuillan, Superintendent Dixon, and members of the board. I am so excited to be here tonight to introduce our 2024 Teachers of the Year. They were selected by their peers for their professionalism, their innovative teaching strategies, passion for kids, their leadership, and to represent their school as a member of our Berkeley County Teacher Forum. Please again join me in giving them a huge round of applause. At this time, we'd like to ask Dr. Dixon, Chair McQuillan, and members of the board, if you wouldn't mind, please coming down to the front row in a receiving line to greet our Teachers of the Year as they are announced alphabetically by the school that they represent. From Berkeley Alternative School, Owen Brittle. He teaches grades 9 through 12 science, and he has been teaching for 10 years. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us this evening, but let's give him a round of applause. From Berkeley Elementary School, Lisa Raciopo. She teaches grades K through 5 music. She has been teaching for 16 years. Unfortunately, she could not be here with us this evening, but we'd also like to give her a round of applause. From Berkeley High School, William S. Chassero teaches 11th and 12th grade English. He has been teaching for 27 and a half years. From Berkeley Middle College, Casey Kontorchik. She teaches 11th and 12th grade as a school counselor, and she has been teaching for 10 years. From Berkeley Middle School, Jennifer Curtis. She teaches grades 6 through 8 as our librarian. She has been teaching for 13 years. From Boulder Bluff Elementary, Shelley Ann R. Burgess teaches K through 5. She's a school counselor and has been teaching for 6 years. From Bowens Corner Elementary School, Sarah Ippolito. She's been teaching first grade, all subjects, for 8 years. From Cane Hoy Elementary School, Edward McNeil. He teaches grades 5, all subjects, and he has been teaching for 11 years. From Cane Bay Elementary School, Crystal Butler teaches pre-K through 4. She is a school counselor, and she has been a counselor for 7 years. From Cane Bay High School, Terry Gross. She teaches American Sign Language, and she's been teaching for 19 years. From Cane Bay Middle School, Rebecca Krosky, been teaching grades 5 through 8, creative writing. She's been teaching for 8 years. From Carolyn Lewis School, Amanda O'Neill. She teaches grade 6 math, and she's been teaching for 12 years. From College Park Elementary School, Lynn Mellis. She teaches grade 3, all subjects. She's been teaching for 33 years. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to be with us tonight, but let's give her a round of applause. From College Park Middle School, Carly Strickland. She teaches multi-level cross-categorical math and science. She's been teaching for 9 years. From Cross Elementary School, Kim Johnson. She teaches kindergarten, all subjects, and she's been teaching for 36 years. From Cross High School, Angel Atkins teaches grades 7 through 12, special education, and she's been teaching for 17 years. From Daniel Island School, Renee Lambert. She teaches 5th grade. Subject area is math, and she's been teaching for 20 years. From Devon Forest Elementary, Louis Noseworthy's been teaching grade 3, all subjects, for 17 years. From Fox Bank Elementary, Katie Dills teaches 2nd grade, all subjects, and she's been teaching for 11 years. From Goose Creek Elementary School, Corey Coran, grade 4, teaches all subjects, and she's been teaching for 14 years. From Goose Creek High School, Lauren Magnum Burkos teaches 10th grade English, and she's been teaching for 8 years. From Hanahan Elementary School, Allison Spagnolia teaches 1st grade, all subjects. She's been teaching for 20 years. From Hanahan High School, Matthew Vargas teaches 9 through 12. Project Lead the Way Engineering, and he's been teaching for 19 years. From Hanahan Middle School, Stormy Walker. She teaches special education in grades 6 through 8, and she's been teaching for 8 years. From H.E. Bonner Elementary School, Laurel Leach teaches 2nd grade, all subjects. She's been teaching for 11 years. From Howell Hall Ames, Brooke Aramescu teaches K through 5 art. She has been teaching for 12 years. From J.K. Gordine Elementary School, Christian Watson. She is a K through 5 school counselor, and she has been teaching for 3 years. From Macedonia Middle School, Ashlyn Key teaches 7th grade social studies, and she has been teaching for 4.5 years. From Marrington Elementary School, Jenna Redmond teaches 2nd grade, all subjects. She's been teaching for 7 years. From Marrington Middle School of the Arts, Chelsea Murphy. She teaches grades 6 through 8. She's an instructional coach and has been teaching for 11 years. From Monk's Corner Elementary School, Laura Donovan, teaching 4th grade, all contents. She's been teaching for 8 years. From Mount Holly Elementary School, Monique Murphy teaches grades K through 5, all subjects, and she has been teaching for 16 years. From Nexton Elementary School, Alicia Dowdell teaches grades 3 through 5 as a special education teacher. She's been teaching for 15 years. From Philip Simmons Elementary, Lindsay Finch, K through 4, special education teacher. She's been teaching for 17 years. From Philip Simmons High School, Emma Santor teaches 9 through 12, special education. She's been teaching for 4 years. From Philip Simmons Middle School, Jessica Camp. She teaches grades 5 through 8, special education. She's been teaching for 16 years. From Sangaree Elementary School, Catherine Kelly Burns. She teaches 2nd grade, all subjects. She's been teaching for 13 years. From Sangaree Intermediate, Hannah Frazier teaches grades 3, all subjects, and she's been teaching for 4 years. From Sangaree Middle School, Nicole Sullivan teaches 8th grade English. She's been teaching for 8 years. From Sedgefield Middle School, Danielle Stewart teaches 8th grade math, and she's been teaching for 3 years. From St. Stephen Elementary, Emily Baglivo teaches kindergarten, all subjects, and she's been teaching for 3 years. From St. Stephen Middle School, Kayla Kraft teaches grades 6 through 8, STEM and art. She's been teaching for 3 years. From Stratford High School, Dan Myers teaches grades 9 through 12, ESOL and English. He has been teaching for 25 years. From Timberland High School, SFC, Fritz D. Hodges, grades 9 through 12, Army, JROTC, has been teaching 10 years. From Westview Elementary School, Sarah Bobo teaches grade 4, math and science. She's been teaching for 22 years. From Westview Middle School, Cheryl Brokaw has been teaching 8th grade ELA. She's been teaching for 18 years. From Westview Primary, Jennifer Shea has been teaching kindergarten, all subjects, for 15 years. And last but certainly not least, Whitesville Elementary School, Amanda Pardue teaches CERDEP, all subject areas, and she's been teaching for 10 years. Before I announce the top 8, can we all please give these wonderful teachers of the year a round of applause? And now for our top 8 teachers of the year. Each teacher of the year submitted an extensive application which included a professional biography, professional development and community involvement, innovation in the classroom, a current educational issue, and a teacher of the year message. Our district teacher of the year selection committee consists of principals and assistant principals from elementary, middle, and high schools, along with a community business partner, a teaching fellow student from a local university, as well as one of our own high school students. Each member of the committee read every application and used a rubric to score the criteria. I know this was a very difficult task to take these 48 applications and narrow it down to just 8. We would like to thank the selection committee for their time and effort they have already put into this very important process. Now for the big moment, our top 8 Teachers of the Year. When your name is announced, please walk into the front and be recognized and remain up on the stage for a group picture. We will begin each one with the principal quote. This teacher's superpower is children. They are a teacher who cares deeply about their students, the profession, and the commitment to their role. This teacher never sees limitations in children, only their potential. From College Park Elementary School, Lynn Mellis, 3rd grade, and has taught for 33 years. As I stated earlier this evening, she is unable to be with us this evening, but Dr. Murray will will represent her. Through personalized instruction, differentiated assessments, and a dynamic classroom climate, this teacher empowers students to reach their full potential academically, socially, and emotionally. This teacher sees children and always makes a path for them to be successful in real and meaningful ways. From Cane Bay Middle, Rebecca Krosky. Maybe we'll do a fist bump on the second time around. And Ms. Krosky, if you'll remain up there with Ms. Giddens, okay? This teacher is passionate, poised, and enthusiastic about teaching, creating engaging lessons, and fighting for their students to ensure they are getting all their needs addressed daily. This teacher brings enthusiasm, energy, and encouragement to all aspects of education. Congratulations to Moncks Corner Elementary's Laura Donovan. We're doing fist bump, second time. There is not a challenge too tall for this teacher, as they are constantly following the vision of the Berkeley County School District while creating new fun ways to get their lessons to their students. We are lucky to have such an amazing role model working with our school. Congratulations to Hanahan High School's Matthew Vargas. This teacher is an inspiration and sets a good example for others to follow. They are well known and characterized by their friendly and lovable personality. They are one adult whom our students and staff members feel comfortable going to and know that they can trust. Congratulations to Boulder Bluff Elementary's Shelley Ann R. Berkeley. This teacher truly aspires to be the best for their students each and every day, and to help every student feel a sense of belonging and accomplishment. This teacher's impact on their students far outreaches the walls of our school. They are a trailblazer and is setting our community on fire with their mission to empower students and their families. Congratulations to Hanahan Middle School's Stormy Walker. In daily interactions with students, this teacher uses all opportunities to make an impact on their students. The love I have seen this teacher show for their coworkers and students is unmatched by any other. Congratulations to Berkeley High School's William S. Chasserelle. Again, last but certainly not least, this teacher embodies the qualities of an exceptional educator, passionate, dedicated, and student-centered. Their impact extends far beyond the classroom, leaving a lasting impression on students, colleagues, and parents alike. Congratulations to Daniel Island School's Renee Lambert. Congratulations to our top 8 and all of the teachers of the year. We are very proud of you. Thank you.
Before we go to the superintendent's report, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for what you do. We were telling you that when you walk by, but we really do appreciate you, and this is our favorite board meeting of the year, and we get to celebrate y'all. We don't have parents yelling at us. This is we haven't had citizens' comments yet, so they may, but at least we started out on the right foot. So we really do appreciate you, and thank y'all for everything you do. This time I'll turn it over to Dr. Dixon.
Good evening, Chair McQuillan, board members, senior cabinet staff, principals, teachers, concerned and engaged citizens of this great community. Before we begin, I just think one final hurrah, standing ovation for our top 8 and our teachers of the year in all these schools. We certainly appreciate all you do, and we are excited to celebrate you during this season. I also want to thank our teacher forum members. We have several that are here today that are with us. Casey Giddens, Ms. Bogart, and all of our teacher forum members that are here helping organize this effort. If we have any teacher forum, because we don't get this many at one time, just raise your hand or wave so we can say thank you so much. We have a lot of exciting news to report following our very successful red carpet recruitment event hosted this past Saturday at Stratford High School. We had nearly 300 job seekers walk the red carpet to learn about open positions at schools and departments, including approximately 200 seeking teaching and teaching assistant positions. Some contingency contracts were inked on the spot, and other candidates are interviewing at schools this week. In addition to the classroom teachers, we also saw applicants for food services, maintenance, technology. The energy level of our schools and guests was as high as we have seen in recent years, and the feedback that we have received thus far has been overwhelmingly positive. We are looking forward to continuing the hard work throughout the hiring season, so please continue to encourage your friends and neighbors to consider Berkeley County School District. On Thursday of last week, we celebrated our CTE programs, our career technical education programs, and students at a breakfast with industry partners and key stakeholders who are supporting the work and preparing our students for their future endeavors. 4 former Berkeley County School District students, Shelby Miyazaki, Jacquees Wright, Eric Huff, and Javon Talley, spoke to Berkeley County business and community leaders about how CTE programs impacted their lives and set them up for success post-graduation. Our CTE programs truly make a positive difference in our community, so if you're interested in learning more about CTE or supporting the programs, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. It was a very well-attended and great event. We also have partnered with our Empower Public Schools of Education, and so we participated, our Empower team, participated in a meeting last week, completing the new Public Schools of Innovation Exploration Fellowship sponsored by the South Carolina Department of Education. Our next steps are to begin developing innovative, sustainable solutions to improve student success at school and in life. District students had an exciting weekend last weekend as we hosted Region Band at Cane Bay High School and the Berkeley County School District Dance and Theater Showcase at Goose Creek High School. Those in attendance at these 2 events had the opportunity to observe the exceptional talent of BCSD students and those across our region. Thank you to our students for pursuing excellence in their craft, and to our teachers who guide and develop our students, and to the parents, guardians, and community members who invest in the lives of our young people. Congratulations are in order for many of our high school wrestlers. The South Carolina High School League Wrestling State Championship was held last week, and 5 of our wrestlers came home state champions. Congrats to the following boys state champs. JJ Peace of Cane Bay High, he's a 4-time state champion. Alex Rush of Timberland High School, he's a 2-time state champion. Montero Royal, Goose Creek High, their state champion. And to the following girls state champs, Madeline Bolin of Cane Bay High School, and Uriah Peters Gutierrez from Goose Creek High School. Let's give them a round of applause. We also brought home state runner-ups, 3rd and 4th place finishes, which all are available on our BCSD website. We're proud of those wrestlers and their accomplishments. Congratulations also go to Ash Trespicio at Stratford High School for winning Home Telecom's Directory Art Challenge. Her stunning depiction of a cypress swamp nabbed this year's code. Home Telecom also recognized Hanahan Elementary School 5th grader Rama Retz, playful Bob Catnapping as the 2nd place winner as an 8th grader, Addison Teal from Cane Bay Middle School, who took 3rd place with her Moonlight Wake. So congratulations to those artists. February was Black History Month, and our schools hosted various events across the district to recognize and celebrate the contributions of African Americans. On February 22nd, I had the honor to greet those who joined us at Goose Creek Elementary for the 2024 Black History Month program, where the U.S. Postal Service unveiled a new stamp honoring Constance Baker Motley, the first Black woman to serve as a federal judge. And they also hosted a wax museum, and the students there were phenomenal, and then we had several others throughout the district, and we was just excited to see those. This week is Read Across America, and we have already seen that many of our student athletes have joined feeder schools to read aloud with younger students and encourage them to keep reading. Schools have arranged for community members, cabinet members, and many more to visit their schools to participate in classroom read-alouds and help cultivate a love for reading in our students. I look forward to the schools I visit this week. It is also School Social Worker Week. Our school social workers do a tremendous job supporting our students. The pearls of wisdom they provide to our school communities are invaluable, and so be sure to thank a school social worker this week for the difference they make in BCSD. Thank you, school social workers. Almost finished. We also cannot forget about this week is National School Breakfast Week. So for eating school breakfast, students will be entered to win daily and grand prizes from our Child Nutrition Services team. So encourage your students to grab a nice hot breakfast or a bowl of cereal, but to recognize National School Breakfast Week. And in addition to these exciting happenings and events that are going on, I am also continuing my weekly school visits across the district to observe good classroom practices and strong teaching. That concludes my board report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dixon. The next agenda item is citizens' comments. If you came to receive an award or here with your family, go home and spend it with your family. Or you can stick around and watch the school board do business, but now's a good time if you'd like to bounce. All right, the rules for citizens' comments. In order to conduct the meeting in an orderly and efficient manner, we ask that you honor the following guidelines. Stakeholder comments are welcome and encouraged. However, the board will not take immediate action on public comments at this meeting. Any person wishing, no public comments tonight. We move to the next agenda item. Any action is required from executive session. We will start with the first student expulsion appeal. Do we have a motion in the matter of student number 1?
Mr. Chair, I move that we deny the appeal of student number 1.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Ms. Walker, you have the next one too.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the personnel recommendations of the administration as discussed in executive session for the current school year.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. I'll make the next motion, which is to move to authorize Dr. Dixon, the superintendent, to execute a purchase agreement for property in the Clements Ferry corridor to accommodate the anticipated rapid growth in that area.
I make the motion. Second.
Full second.
All right, yeah, I'll count as a second. We've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. All right. Then we now will break for temporary committee assignments. We have a quorum of all committees. We'll now start with the Academics and Innovation Committee. Ms. Little.
I'm calling the Committee on Academics and Innovation to order. I declare there is a quorum of committee members present and that the media has been given proper notice pursuant to the Freedom of Information Act. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed nay. Motion's passed 2-0. The only item on the agenda is the Head Start Budget Expenditure Report for January 2024, Head Start Credit Report for January 2024, Self-Assessment Improvement Plan, and Strategic Plan. What's the pleasure of the committee?
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Passes 2-0. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the committee meeting.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 2-0.
Mr. Ramsey.
I'm calling the Committee on Finance and Human Resources to order. I declare there is a quorum of committee members present and note that the media has been given proper notice pursuant to the Freedom of Information Act. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. Our first agenda item is out-of-state travel. Ms. Marcy Aberson, you are recognized.
Good evening, Committee Chairman Ramsey, Board Chairman McQuillan, Superintendent Dixon, and board members. Tonight, we are requesting approval of out-of-state travel as presented.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the out-of-state travel as presented by administration.
Second, we have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. Our second agenda item is RFP 694-23-24, Design, Provide, and Install District-Wide Furnishings. Ms. Averson, you are recognized again.
Thank you. I would like to invite our Director of Procurement, Lisa Ackerman, to present the next 3 items.
Good evening again, everyone. The first item is RFP 694-2324. This is a contract that we've had in the district previously. This is a 5-year contract award for the design, provision, and installation of furniture district-wide. There is a multitude of vendors on this contract. There were 9 different categories that we broke the contract down into for a number of reasons. Firstly, for the sake of competition, and then secondly, to ensure that we have enough participants in the vendor community to meet our needs.
What is the pleasure of the committee?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the award of RFP 694-2324 to design, provide, and install district-wide furnishings to various vendors as presented, with a potential contract value of $2.5 million for the initial term of 1 year, with the option to renew for 4 additional 1-year terms. Upon completion of the 5-year term, the superintendent may elect to extend the contract for 2 additional years. The maximum contract term shall not exceed 7 years, and the potential contract value will be based on total purchases made over the entire term.
Do we have a second? Second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion?
So this is just to, as needed, replace furniture. Is this furniture for any new buildings, or is this just to maintain what we have?
Yes, ma'am. This contract would cover any needs that the district would have. New buildings, replacement furniture, supplemental orders in the summertime, ad hoc needs. This would be that contract that we would utilize for all of those needs.
Just like at Hanahan Elementary, where we still got a lot of the original furniture when the school was originally built, just like we not too long ago replaced some of the original carpet. This could be for something like that as well, where if we needed to get some new furniture at an existing school where the furniture was real old and decrepit, we could replace it with this money.
With this contract, yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to elaborate a little bit. We did a furniture assessment back in 1920, and then we concluded it in 21-22. And we are
It feels like 1920 when we bought some of our furniture. 2020.
And we found out that we do have furniture out there that is probably from the 1970s. It's avocado and gold, and so yes, and each school received a score, and over the past 3 summers we've averaged about 4 to 5 schools that we've replaced furniture in, starting with the ones that had the lowest scores, and Hanahan Elementary is actually on the list to replace this summer. So and this contract will continue that process, but we've already done the assessments, and now we're just, once we get the funding in capital, then we're doing those replacements based on their scores.
Thank you, Marcy.
You're welcome.
All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, the motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. Our third agenda item is RFP 699-23-24, replacement of closet switching infrastructure, E-rate. Ms. Averson, you are recognized again.
Again, I will let Ms. Ackerman present.
Thank you. This solicitation was conducted to secure a contract to replace the closet switching infrastructure at 6 locations under the federal E-rate program. Therefore, this RFP is intended to comply with all of the E-rate bidding requirements. The upgrades will allow the district to provide improved network services to the students. This was a competitive bid process advertised in South Carolina Business Opportunities, as well as advertised on the Universal Service Administration Company website. However, there was only one response received from the incumbent vendor. The initial contract term is 1 year or until all associated E-rate funding for the stated project has been exhausted. After review by the procurement specialist, the response was deemed to be responsive and responsible, After review by the district selection committee, the response was deemed to meet all of the requirements as stated in the solicitation. Therefore, the single responsive and responsible bidder is Lockstep Technology Group, doing business as Bridge Tech Solutions. The potential contract value is $707,971.54, and we ask that the committee approve that this evening.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Motion to approve the award of RFP 699-2324 for the replacement of closet switching infrastructure to Lockstep Technology Group, doing business as Bridge Tech Solutions LLC, in the amount of $707,971.54. That is very specific. For an initial contract term of 1 year with the option to extend the contract until all associated E-rate funding for the stated project is expended.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion?
Can you tell me the 6 locations this year?
Mercy, I don't know if I can off the top of my head. Oh, yes, I can. J.K. Gadon, St. Stephen Elementary, St. Stephen Middle, Westview Elementary, Westview Middle, and Westview Primary. Thank you.
All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. Our fourth agenda item is RFP 702-23-24, Summer Book Distribution Program. Ms. Anderson, you're recognized again.
Thank you, sir. And again, I will recognize Lisa Ackerman.
RFP 702-2324. This solicitation was conducted to secure a source for the provision of a book program for all students of Berkeley County School District pre-K through grade 12 for summer reading opportunities of 3 paperback books per student. Providing summer reading opportunities to all of these students is paramount to the continuity of learning from one school year to the next. The district implemented this program successfully several years ago utilizing federal funding. This was a competitive bid process, again advertised in South Carolina Business Opportunities. This solicitation was issued in efforts to meet all of the competitive requirements that are required by code. 2 responses were received. However, the bid from the Reading Warehouse was deemed non-responsive as it did not meet all the criteria as stated in the solicitation. After review by the procurement director, the response from Scholastic, the incumbent vendor, was deemed responsive and responsible. And after review by the district selection committee, the response was deemed to meet all of the requirements of the solicitation. Therefore, the single responsive and responsible bidder is Scholastic Incorporated. We anticipate a projected annual contract value of $948,000 and a projected 5-year contract value of $4,741,000.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve RFP 702-2324 for Summer Book Distribution Program to Scholastic Incorporated for an initial 1-year term value of $948,104 with the option to renew for 4 additional 1-year terms for a potential contract value of $4,740,520.
Do we have a second? I'll second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion?
Yes, please. Can you tell me if we've used Scholastics Incorporated before?
Yes, ma'am. They were the incumbent vendor from last year.
Okay, and we've reviewed a lot of these books?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
And we reviewed the books that are going to be available to the kids?
Actually, that is part of the service that they'll provide. At this point, we're awarding the contract, but there is a master list of books that must be reviewed by district staff before they become acceptable or available to the teachers, students, staff for choosing. So there is a review process of the books that will be available.
Okay, thank you.
Any more discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. Thank you, Ms. Anderson.
Thank you.
The fifth agenda item is Berkeley County School District 2024-25 allocation formers. Ms. Amy Fuller, you are recognized.
Good evening, Committee Chairman Ramsey, Superintendent Dixon, Board Chair McQuillan, and committee members. The administration is asking for approval of the 2024-2025 allocation formula. I did want to mention that there was one additional typo and a new copy was uploaded today.
What is the pleasure of the committee?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the Berkeley County School District 2024-2025 allocation formulas as presented.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. The sixth agenda item is BCSD Physical Education Additional Allocations. Ms. Fulmer, you are recognized again.
The administration is asking for 13 additional allocations for elementary PE. South Carolina law, section 59-1020, states the minimum time for physical education must be increased to 90 minutes a week. We are currently in line with the 60-minute requirement from the 2006-2007 school year. In order to meet the 90-minute requirement, we anticipate an increase of 13 elementary physical education teachers.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the additional allocations for physical education as presented.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. The seventh agenda item is BCSD Special Education Additional Allocations. Ms. Fulmer, you are recognized again.
The administration is asking for additional special education allocations for the 24-25 school year. The child count numbers have increased this school year by 375 students. Based on the Department of Education proviso, school year 24-25, we are asking for 8.5 special education teachers, 7 speech language pathologists, and 12 special education paraprofessionals.
Can you give me those one more time?
8.5 teachers, special ed, 7 speech language pathologists, 12 special ed paraprofessionals.
Is it difficult to hire the 0.5?
We'll pair it with another 0.5 that's out there. And we've had a lot of people actually over the last year ask for a part-time position.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I move to approve the special education additional allocations for school year 24-25 as presented by administration.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is approved by a vote of 3-0. Thank you, Ms. Fulmer.
Mr.
At this
Chair.
time, I entertain a motion to adjourn this committee meeting.
So moved. This is hard.
Second.
I can't see you, so I'm
No,
sorry.
I know, looking at you. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion is approved by a vote of 3-0.
Calling the Committee on Capital Planning to order, I declare there's a quorum of committee members present, and note that the media has been given proper notice pursuant to the Freedom of Information Act. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So, Mr. Chair.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. It's approved 3-0. The only item on the agenda is IFB 703-2324, operable wall inspections, preventative maintenance, and repair or replace. Mr. Adam Davis, you're recognized.
Good evening, Committee Chair Baker, Board Chair McQuillan, Superintendent Dixon. Administration is requesting the approval of IFB 703-2324, operable wall inspections, preventative maintenance, and replace or repair or replace. This bid was conducted to secure a qualified contractor to provide site services for operable wall inspections for maintenance or replacement throughout the district. The seed project on this bid was for Mount Holly Elementary School. The operable wall there needs to be replaced. The recommended awardee is Complete Partition Repair Incorporated with a contract value of $35,775 for the initial one-year term, with the option to renew for 4 additional one-year terms for a potential contract value of $78,875. And the C project to replace Mount Holly Elementary School's operable wall for $75,675.
Can I ask a question? The Mount Holly amount, is that in the potential contract value or that's additional to the potential contract value?
That's additional.
Okay. I'm sure I understood.
Can you remind me of the name of that company? I just want to read it in motion.
Yeah, Complete Partition Repair Incorporated.
All right, I want to make a motion to approve the award for invitation for bid 703-23-24 for operable wall inspections, preventative maintenance, and repair or replace to Complete Partition Repair Incorporated for an estimated value of $35,775 for the initial one-year term with the option to renew for 4 additional one-year terms for a potential contract value of $178,875, and the C project to replace Mount Holly Elementary School operable wall for $75,675.
Make a motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The motion is approved, 3-0. This time I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Chair, I have a discussion question.
It's not on the agenda. Unless it was related to that repair and replace, it's not on the agenda.
But it was on the prior agenda.
It's not on this agenda for this
Okay.
meeting.
All right.
So we have a motion, I'll second that. And any discussion? All in favor of this motion, respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The motion is approved, 3-0.
All right, the next agenda item is board chair update. A couple updates / reminders this evening. First, file your statements of economic interest with the State Ethics Commission by the end of this month if you have not already done so. Additionally, we have the Audit Services Subcommittee meeting, which is this Wednesday, March 6th at 5:30 in the boardroom. Committee members are Michael Ramsey, Kathy Littleton, and Jimmy Henson, and Mr. Ramsey has been nominated to serve as chair of the Audit Services Subcommittee. And at this time, I will turn it over to Ms. Bradley, who wanted to make an announcement as well.
As we sit tonight and recognize our Teachers of the Year, we also need to recognize one of our very own in the person of Mr. Willis Sanders. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the fact that he's a resident artist, has been an artist since the time he was a little boy. The House of Representatives for the state of South Carolina recognized Mr. Willis Sanders as an artist. So at this time, Mr. Sanders, will you come forward, please? I don't have an official plaque. I don't have a framed picture. All of you have his pictures on your walls. He has been so happy to give each of you something that reflects him, his upbringing, and his life. So as Mr. Sanders strolls to the podium up here, I'm going to read what the State House resolution says. To recognize and honor Willis Sanders for his dedicated public and community service to the people of South Carolina and to celebrate his distinguished career. Whereas it is with great pleasure that the South Carolina House of Representatives recognize those individuals who give tirelessly of themselves to the welfare of this great state citizenry. Having spent his life serving others, Willis Sanders exemplifies such South Carolinians, and as he was born in 1949, come around, Mr. Sanders. I want them to see your Alpha Phi Alpha. After graduating from Central High School, which is a District 7 school, he went on to receive degrees from Benedict, South Carolina State, and Citadel. While at Benedict, as you can see, he was initiated in the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. He was also Ford Foundation Math Scholar at Tuskegee Institute in Alabama and a visiting international principal participant at Oxford University in England. He has spent 14 years at Sedgefield Middle School as a principal. He uses artwork as a unique go for the goal incentive for the students, faculty, staff, and parents. As I said, countless drawings, paintings, and prints were given primarily to the students for their successes. As an assistant superintendent for human services for 17 years, he continued his artwork with district staff, principals, teachers, school staff, students, and local and national leaders and charitable organizations. In 2013, after 43 years as a Berkeley County School District educator and administrator, he became an active community servant as a BCSD volunteer, as well as a board member for the Berkeley Electric Cooperative, Kennedy Center, and the Berkeley County Sheriff Advisory Board. Now, I could go on and on and on, but I need not give you any more spill on my friend, your friend, the Artist of the Year, given 86 or 89 ribbons across the state of South Carolina, having worked and recognized with Berkeley Electric Cooperative for years. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that we can all stand and recognize Mr. Willis Sanders.
He is a man of humility. Thank you for being here, Mr. Sanders, and congratulations. And thank you, Ms. Bradley, for doing that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, at this time, does anybody else have any comments? I'll open the floor up if anybody else wants to say anything. Somebody can move to adjourn.
So moved, Mr.
Second.
We got a motion and a second to adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, please respond by saying aye. Aye. We are now adjourned.